Spoilers up to the Moon Revolution Part 3, you've been warned. Isn't it weird that in the third part of the Moon Revolution, where the Earth finally makes amends with Titan, Triton obviously finds Pluto, and Ganymede and Europa then proceed to betray Titan, there is also this 29-second scene just randomly thrown in there.
Wait, you know what is happening? How in the... No way!
That's not the whole scene, as at the start he talks to the USA, but that's weird, right? In this episode all about the final stages of the Moon Revolution, it is somehow important enough that we spend 29 seconds here to build up the seemingly new character, being the CEO of Rotsar. But is he new? Looking back at all the episodes, he actually appears in the episode titled The Earth is Heading to the Sun, where we find out that he 1. Doesn't believe in the end of the world, and 2. Won't let the mission general go to space. This then brings us back to this scene in the most recent episode. What is the mission general actually surprised about? Well, to me, it isn't that the CEO knows what is happening, but more that he is surprised at the identity of the CEO, or at least at the source of where he's getting his information from. Then it hit me. What happens if this character is actually someone who we already know? Someone who has been there the whole time and has been hiding right in front of our faces? I had to find out. I made a list of all the potential human characters that it could be, and through elimination I would find out who it was. I started with removing the most easy candidates. The USA, the Mission General of Rotsar, and NASA Dude can all be removed as they are in the same scene with the mysterious CEO. The other country balls can also be removed as there is no chance that the CEO of Rotsar is another country if it was being funded by America. Also, Astro Dude's family can also be removed as his wife states,
and that the people in charge have a plan.
Clearly showing that they are not the people in charge. Now, is it this random news reporter? Again, no, he is just a news reporter. We can also remove the YouTubers that appeared, as they are all shown to be brought in by Rotsar, except Dan Rhodes, who magically made his way in. So that was all the easy people, but now we get to the harder ones. Astrodude, Sar, and Houston, which I will explain later, so don't worry. Before we go on, we need to actually gather all the information we know about the CEO. Like I said before, he doesn't believe in the end of the world. He won't let the mission general go to space. He obviously knows a lot and has a way to find out what is happening, and the mission general states,
Well, I thought you were...
and then is cut off. So we know he has to have been doing something. So with that information, we can start going through the remaining 3 characters. Let's start with Astrodude. Isn't it weird that through the whole Moon Revolution arc, Astrodude has just completely disappeared? Like ever since the Mission to Titan episodes, he has refused to show up. Now this could be him doing some other mission alongside the revolution, like stopping the robots or something like that. But still, it's weird that the most important human character just disappears. So maybe he has taken over the ranks of Rotsar and is now in control, which is why the mission general is surprised because, OMG, my leader is Astrodude. It also makes sense why he knows what is happening, because Astrodude is the only character that we know of who knows that the planets talk. But the problem with this theory is, well, that it seems that the mission general has been in contact with the CEO for a long time, from point 4, and Astrodude would also probably believe that the world is ending, as he sees the Earth heading towards the sun, so I don't think it's him. Now it is very possible that Astrodude is giving this information to the CEO, but that's as far as it goes. Now is the most interesting one, Sar. Yes, that robot guy from Will Robots Conquer Space. Firstly, Sar would not believe in the end of the world is happening as he is off finding robots, or wouldn't care. He would also not let the mission general go to space because that would just create more problems for him. As he is in space, he probably knows about the talking planets and what is happening, and the mission general would have thought Sar would be on Mars right now. There is also a lot of circumstantial evidence pointing to that it actually might be Sar who is pulling the strings. Firstly, isn't it weird that the playlist of the complete series has the main thumbnail be the episode where Sar is introduced? Now it could be that it just looks the best, but it feels like the creators are putting emphasis on this video. Next is that Sar saves Astrodude twice, which could be him saving an employee of his company. He also says that
He's no threat to us, my friends. None of them are.
when referring to humanity. And finally, the piece of evidence that felt way too circumstantial is this scene where we see the title, Rotsar. Like, what name is that? Then it hits me. If we remove the space between the A and the S, you can clearly see that Sar can be spelt. Now I know that's a huge stretch of logic, but it's weird, right? There are only two problems with this theory. The first being that why would Sa call up the mission general in this episode? He has already decided to get the robots. Why would he waste his time telling the mission general what is happening? And the second is that it is pretty implied that he was built by Rotsa, and seems to be new in his episode, as he learns that robots are all over the galaxy, where he then plans to unite the robots. So even though it could be Sa, I just don't think it is. And that leaves us with Houston, who we all know is not the mission general from this clip.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. My name's not Houston.
Now, I know Houston is a reference to a place where Mission Control was in, history and stuff, but it might be that the show is being meta and hinting that the CEO of Rotsa is a guy called Houston, who also knows about the talking planets, giving him this knowledge above every other Earthling on Earth. But there isn't really any evidence to back up this theory, as the theory states that he is basically a new character. So, out of the three, I would say that Houston is the most likely, but it could also be Sa, and I'm kind of rooting for that one. But that's all I really got. Now, it's very possible that other characters can be linked to the CEO, but I guess we'll just have to find out. If you have any theories or thoughts on this topic, write them down in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, subscribe if this was interesting. Anyways, thanks for watching.